Hello everyone, welcome to another session on Introduction to Television and Cinema. So in this particular session, we are going to deal with types of films. From this chapter onwards, from this session onwards, you can say, we'll be focusing more on the textbook since the textbook is already available. Okay. So, before we discuss the concept of types of films, let me tell you one thing, that different authors group film into different categories. So you cannot say like these are the only types that are available, about films, or you can say movies or cinemas for that matter. Different authors categorize films into or group films into different categories. So this is like an easy analysis which is given in your textbook. So we are just following what they are given in your textbook. So according to this particular category, films can be divided into or categorized into three. One is narrative, second one is documentary, and third one is experimental cinema. Of the three types or categories of films, you can see the first one is narrative. This is something that is quite familiar to us, a narrative. What we see, you can say Chemin, or you can say any other movie that we see right now, the latest movies, any movie for that matter, that is basically narrative films. They are narrative films. Why narrative? Because they are conveying a story. A narration is happening, a story is there. Okay, so narrative film is also called, as you can say, fictional film or fiction film. Yeah, it is talking about a fiction. So it tells fictional or fictionalized story or event or a narrative, anything that is made into a fiction, or either it is fictional, means something that is imaginative kind of elements are there. It is not conveyed as it is given to us. When we are talking about something that is happening around us, like a road accident for that matter, you make some additions to it. You omit certain details, you add characters to it, so that as a whole you will get a kind of a feeling as that of a story. You're getting it. So a story can be made, or you can say an event can be made into a story, and even any narrative for that matter can be made into a fictionalized story. Okay, so that type of movies we consider as a narrative. So these movies stories are constructed and presented in order to engage, involve, and orient the audience. They are orienting the audience to one particular ideology or one particular concept. They are developing any type of concept through that particular movie. They involve the audience. If it has got a clear cut beginning, middle portion, and end, it will definitely attract the attention of the audience. It will engage the audience. They look into the film to know what is happening next. Okay, what's going to happen next? Then they'll be involved. They like, most of the audience, they cry with the emotional sequences. They laugh together along with the sequences that are happening before them. So that is the idea. Of the three types that are there for us to study, the first one was narrative, the second one we have already discussed with that, and the second one is documentary films. Documentary means, the simplest way in which we can understand that is like, if a narrative is a fiction, then you can say documentary is usually non-fiction. Okay, it is concerned with the recording of reality. You're talking about some social issues, so you're talking about something that is happening right now, no? Right now, when I say like, you're talking about COVID, and the corona cases or the issue, and then your purpose is like the education of the viewers, at that time, to make people aware about what is happening around us. Then or you can say, like, another way is like to present some social or political analysis. At that time you go for a documentary type of a movie. Okay. But there you can see, even there there is storytelling, there is dramatization, and there is a shaping of the method. Not like, what is happening, it's not like an essay. Okay, you cannot come and speak for 1 hour. That is not what is happening in a documentary. There is some type of a material, and you have to attune the material according to the attention, how to attract the attention of the audience. Okay, there will be like a kind of a story. It will also be in the form of a story, to an extent, you can say. Okay. And the third category is the experimental cinema. Okay, experimental cinema is basically, you can say, the avant-garde filmmaking is part of that, or you can say experimental cinema can also be called as, avant-garde cinema, where as given in your text, innovators who lead rather than follow the pack, the crowd. They are like, they come up with some new concepts, some new experiments in cinema. So they break all the conventions. That is the first sentence up there. Mode of filmmaking that rigorously reevaluates cinematic conventions. What were the cinematic conventions so far? They are like, they're changed with this, and explores non-narrative forms and alternatives to traditional narratives or methods of working. They go for other forms, like alternatives of narration. Okay, so basically it is like a unconventional mode of cinema, or you can say filmmaking. Then it pushes the boundaries of what most people think movie should be, what exactly a movie should be. It is like, extended, okay, or expanded, you can say, in an experimental cinema. Okay. And normally experimental films, it's like a niche, they are unconventional, and it is not for a wider audience. Not everybody around will be in a position to enjoy an experimental cinema. Okay, it's not that easy to enjoy. Those people who are very conventional, go by the mainstream type of, movies, they'll not be in a position to appreciate an experimental movie. Okay. There is you can say it's like it's an attempt to capture the innovative spirit of approach to movie making. There's a new way in which, not bound by the established tradition. You are moving out of the established tradition, and in an innovative way you're going for a movie making. In your textbook, and you have to study the characteristics of experimental films, just given by proposed by Fred Campbell. According to him, an experimental films can be, the characteristics are, they are non-commercial. It is not for a mass audience. It is not for minting money. Okay, it is out of some purpose that we normally take, or you can say my personalized satisfaction for that I am taking such a movie, like that, directors usually say. Then it's like highly personal, personal in the sense it is not for the mass. It is not a mass entertainer or kind of like that. Though some people, they love watching movies like that, you can say. They do not conform to conventional expectations of story and narrative cause and effect. If this is happening, it will come, the effect will be like this. To an extent, you can say. If not, you cannot call Munnaripu as an, in Malayalam, as an experimental movie, but you can say, like, you are at times you are disturbed by the narrative structure. It is not going in the conventional way. So there you can say, like, the cause and effect. If the villain is doing all the mischiefs, then he will be punished in the end. Such kind of things are not happening. The conventional cause and effect kind of a thing is not there. Such type of movies, we call as experimental films. Then exploit the possibilities of cinema. There are, it's not about narrating a story, there are so many other options that are available. So all those things, all the possibilities of cinema are exploited in an experimental film. Then you can say there is a critique of culture and media, everything, like there is an in-depth analysis of all these things of culture, what is happening. It's not just about the mainstream culture, you can say, like, other aspects of culture which are not there in mainstream cinema, they are dealt in detail in experimental films. Then you can also see that there is an individual interpretation. It actually invites, it asks for individual interpretation, how exactly that movie appeals to me. That is what is happening in the discussion of, or I can say in the negotiation of an experimental movie. Okay, not like what is happening to the public, what is the impact of that movie on the public, like, not like that. So that is a particular category called experimental film. So with that, we wind up the discussions on this particular topic called types of films. Okay, so what you have to do is, like, you have to read your textbook, and you should have a better understanding of, side by side you have to read your textbook also. So you'll have a better understanding of all these things. So far, we have finished, the history of cinema, then characteristics of film, then types of film, then and also the, you can say, the good masters of cinema. Okay.